All right, so someone lost 3.6 billion in Terra Luna Classic. That's pretty crazy news. What's happening, everyone? I'm your host. Man loses 3.6 billion after Terra Luna collapsed to $0. Be sure to smash that like button. An investor from South Korea named Simon Kim Jim cried his blues after announcing that he lost 3.6 billion. Now we're not sure if he bought it very cheap, but he bought over 30 million Luna tokens after at its inception. The early adopter held on to Luna through thick and thin, and his portfolio ballooned to 3.6 billion. He lost it all at Terra USD, and Luna USD collapsed to $0 in May. Like, he still has the airdrop, right? He still has multi-millions from the airdrop, I'm guessing. But he lost 3.6 billion. I'm not sure if this is true, because if he had lost 3.6 billion Luna tokens that he was selling so many, he definitely has like at least a few million right now. Kim lost it all, but he had 3.6 billion. Is just among one of the investors who lost a fortune after ill-fated crypto fell to zero, and that's terrible, terrible news. Overall, in the tale of investor, our cries are endless. Investors survived the Terra Luna crash. Kim is fortunate enough to have survived the crash and led a good life despite losing 3.6 billion. He revealed he has not lost hope and still has investment in cryptos, metaverse, and Web3 segments. So that's what happened. People just. It wasn't just the small sharks that lost, it also the big sharks who lost. Everyone lost in Terra Luna Classic. But Terra Luna Classic is going to survive, and hopefully it's going to go back and get stronger. Kim has earned his name for himself in crypto circles, calling him Crypto Evangelist. Invested early in metaverse and gaming tokens like Sandbox, Axie Infinity. So he does have other tokens, which is great. But what about people who couldn't afford to lose 3.6 billion, who didn't have other tokens? What about projects that had Terra Luna Classic USDT? What about projects that are looking to work on Terra Classic now? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? He would lose gains in Kraken Generational when Kim still has optimism on his side. We believe the community's growth. And that's the real important part. Like still staying positive. I think a lot of people bought after the Terra Luna crash that bought Terra Luna Classic now believe in Terra Luna Classic, and before they did not, just because they didn't buy the tokens. And that's the big difference about it. They didn't really think about it for that part. They didn't really care. And what I am really, really, really excited for is where are we gonna go next? So what's gonna happen with Terra Luna? I'm not 100% sure, but what I do know, however, is that it's gonna stay strong. Especially because the developers are still working on Terra Luna Classic. Before they didn't do as much. But Bloomberg just, revealed this to he probably showed proof. So this is a most likely legitimate story, allegedly, and that's what's the real deal. Like, a lot of people went down, but the burns, they could be seriously helping out. Terra Luna will start from scratch. What do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll keep you guys updated with word use. Until next time, peace, everyone.